In this video, we are going to see how to choose the right actuator for HVAC application, step-by-step selection guide. Welcome back to Insight Control System YouTube channel. What is an actuator? An actuator is a device that converts electrical, pneumatic, or hydraulic energy into mechanical motion. In HVAC and automation systems, actuators are used to move dampers, control valves, and other mechanical components. Actuators are a critical link between control systems and mechanical equipment. Without actuators, HVAC systems cannot automatically control airflow or water flow. Actuators are indispensable components in HVAC applications. They ensure precise airflow control, accurate water flow control, comfort, energy efficiency, safety, and automatic operation and remote control, making modern HVAC systems intelligent and reliable. Step 1. Choose the application. The first and most important step is to identify the application. Different parts of an HVAC system require different actuators such as air dampers, control valves, variable air volume boxes, fire or smoke dampers, and exhaust or ventilation systems. Always start actuator selection by clearly defining the application. Step 2. Choose the motion type. The motion type defines how the actuator moves the load and must match the mechanical requirement of the application. Actuators are mainly classified into rotary and linear motion types. Rotary actuators produce circular motion and are commonly used for damper control and ball or butterfly valves operation. Linear actuators produce straight-line motion and are ideal for control valves, sliding mechanisms, lifting, and precise positioning applications. The correct motion type ensures the actuator moves the equipment in the right way with accuracy and reliability. Step 3. Choose the torque or force range. Selecting the correct torque for rotary actuators or force for linear actuators is one of the most critical aspects of actuator selection. It directly affects whether the actuator can move the damper or valve reliably, safely, and for its full service life. Torque. The rotational turning power required to rotate a damper shaft or valve stem. Force. The linear pushing or pulling power required to move a valve or mechanism in a straight line. Choosing the correct torque or force range is essential for reliable operation, safety, accuracy, and long service life. An undersized actuator leads to failure, while an oversized one causes unnecessary mechanical stress. Step 4. Choose the actuator function. The actuator function defines how the actuator behaves during normal operation and during power failure, directly impacting safety, reliability, and system performance. Actuators are available in two main functional types. Non-fail-safe actuators, also called non-spring return, stay in their last position during power failure. Fail-safe actuators, also called spring return actuators, move to a predefined safe position when power is lost. These are essential for fire, smoke, and safety-related applications. Fail-safe actuators protect life and property, while non-fail-safe actuators provide efficient control for non-critical HVAC applications. Step 5. Choose the input voltage range. Choosing the correct actuator input voltage is not optional. It is a fundamental requirement. The input voltage range must always match the available power supply and control system. Actuators are available in different voltage ranges, including 24-volt AC or DC. This is most common for BMS, 48-volt DC, 120-volt AC, and 230-volt AC. Correct voltage selection ensures safe electrical operation. In many cases, voltage mismatch leads to permanent damage that is not covered under warranty. Step 6. Choose the control type. The control type defines the method used to command actuator movement from a controller or BMS. Common actuator control types include open or close, 3-point or floating control, modulating control such as 0 to 10 volts or 4 to 20 milliamps, communicative control, BAC net, Modbus KNX, hybrid control combining communication and analog signals and manual operation. The control type determines how intelligently and accurately an actuator responds to system demand. Step 7. Choose the running time. Running time is the time taken by an actuator to move from one end position to the other, usually from fully closed to fully open, or vice versa. It is typically specified in seconds and depends on actuator design, motor and gear ratio, control application, and more. Typical running times range from 2.5 seconds up to more than 150 seconds. For fail-safe actuators, always check the spring return time, which may be less than 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or up to 75 seconds, depending on the model. Choosing the correct actuator running time is essential for stable control, system safety, comfort, and long-term reliability. It should always be selected based on application type, control strategy, and safety requirements, not just availability. Step 8. Manual Override Option. The manual override option in an actuator is a mechanical feature that allows the actuator to be operated manually without electrical power or control signals. A manual override allows the actuator to be operated manually during commissioning, maintenance, or emergency situations. It enables technicians to open, close, or position a damper or valve by hand, typically using push button, crank handle, hex key, or Allen key hand wheel. This feature is highly recommended for most HVAC applications. Step 9. Choose the protection category. The protection category of an actuator refers to its ingress protection, IP rating, defined by IEC 60529. It indicates how well the actuator enclosure is protected against solid objects like dust, tools, wires, liquids object like water droplets, splashes, jets, or immersion. The IP rating ensures the actuator can operate safely and reliably in its intended environment. Environmental conditions play a major role in actuator selection. If the actuator is exposed to dust, moisture, or outdoor conditions, choose a higher protection rating such as IP54, IP66, or IP67. For indoor applications, IP40 or IP42 may be sufficient. The right IP rating guarantees reliability, safety, long service life, extends actuator lifespan, and compliance in HVAC applications. Step 10. Choose a reliable actuator brand. Choosing a reliable actuator brand is not just a preference. It is a technical and operational necessity. It directly impacts system performance, safety, maintenance, and life cycle cost. Always select actuators from trusted manufacturers such as B-Limo, Johnson Controls, Siemens, Schneider Electric, Honeywell, Solder, and more. Trusted brands use high-quality motors and gear trains, durable housing materials, tested electronic components, and more. A reliable brand can operate 10 to 15 years or more with minimal issues. Auxiliary switches? Optional. Auxiliary switches and actuators are electrical position feedback devices used to indicate or control system actions based on the mechanical position of the actuator. Auxiliary switches do not drive the actuator. Auxiliary switches provide status, interlock, and control signals to other devices. Common options include one single-pole double throw or two single-pole double throw. Auxiliary switches depending on the control requirement. Additional factors to consider: actuator cost, wide market availability, spare parts support, authorized service centers, mounting accessories, actuator weight, availability of technical datasheets, certifications, and installation manuals, and finally, the warranty period. Choosing the right actuator is critical for efficient, reliable, and safe HVAC system operation. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more HVAC and building automation content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.